Let's keep that topic there. Joining us live, the Independent Senator Jacqui Lambie. Jacqui, good to see you. So it was a very dramatic 36 hours out of Moscow. What are your observations about it all?
It was a very dramatic situation over the last 36 hours, absolutely. So, but what we can see is Russia is now in turmoil, and it's a damn shame that Ukraine hasn't been given equipment and backed up to the hilt so they can go in hard and fast now, to be honest with you, because right now Russia is weakened. Now would be the best time to move in and take some ground back and do as much cover as you can. So if we could do anything in the next few weeks, I think more missiles over to Ukraine, because that seems to be the fastest bit of equipment we can get over there. But, Australia's still got the 90 Hawkeyes that they're looking for. They need more missiles, Pete, and they need air support, Pete. They're going to need those fighter fighters. If we could just get them a little bit more equipped really, really quickly, stop dripping the tap. Let's get in there and give them half a chance while Russia has been weakened, mate. Seriously. Look, I had the ambassador in with me last week. It was lovely to see him. And he cannot thank Australians and the rest of us for what we've done. But, mate, they need more. And I just think if we can just fasten things back, this could be over sooner rather than later. Do everything we can now while there's that break with Russia. Move in there faster, mate.
Dan Teen on the program last hour, he mirrored your thoughts, Jacqui. Yeah, so should this harden our resolve to keep up the supply of weapons to Kiev, like the point that was made in that previous package?
Yeah, mate, and it's they really need that air support. We've got to get some fighters over there, mate. I just think you've got to, if you've got a dozen or 2 dozen of them over there that you've got sitting around, please. I think they can adapt and overcome if they've got to fly one from another. If they've trained in one and been able to transmission themselves over to that, I think they're quite doable. But, mate, they need that air support. That would be extremely helpful.
Yeah, and just a final point on this one, and we're getting into the deep ifs now, but if it comes to the point that Vladimir Putin is no longer president of Russia, would you have concerns about who could replace him?
I would have concerns. I would hope that at least we may get to a ceasefire. Why that is all being played out, who knows? But seriously, I don't like the way we're heading right now, which is quite scary. But who only knows what that's going to do? I haven't had enough analysis. I haven't had enough time to get around what happened in the last 36 hours. But
yeah,
like many others out there, that just come left of field. It's like, whoa, that's just put a whole new...
Yeah,
so this is a whole new ball game now, mate. So
yeah, no, it sure did. Yeah, no, a lot of people are having concerns that maybe someone who is even more of a nationalist, a more hardliner, could replace Vladimir Putin. And again, we're getting to the ifs here. But anyway, let's go into the voice. Jacqui, support has crashed again. Is this is a trend now, not just on Newspoll out today, but also other polls have suggested the same thing. I mean, is this over before it's even begun?
It is a real worry, because if it doesn't get up, I think it's just going to, it will cause some damage out there. I think the PM's in a situation now where he has to run down the clock. I don't think he can pull out from this. But he needs to do something there, and they need to go out and sell that yes vote and no vote. And I think rather than the politicians doing that, Pete, which I just think is causing more division out there with us being involved, it's time for the Australian people to get their pamphlets and go around and sit around the kitchen table and to come out and ask some questions, so we can work this out. But right now, it is becoming even more divisive every time I talk about it, which is quite saddening, considering we're supposed to be there to try and help close the gap with our Indigenous people. That, this could just make matters worse, and that worries me more than anything. I'm sure it does many others.
So do you think the Prime Minister should be hitting the pause button and perhaps even delaying the vote?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. He'd be close to that stuff. They've got a lot more people on the ground. I'm sort of running around those communities that were on that cashless debit card, seeing the destruction that removing that has now doing, and I will continue to do that. But that was not helpful at all. So I'll just stay on that trail. I've been on that for 8 or 9 years, but mate, I don't know. But I think if it continues to get more divisive, he may have to reconsider what his options are. I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, he said he's staying the course. A round of TV interviews this morning. He's not going to take Dutton's advice or anyone's advice. He's going to truck on because he believes that he's got more support out there, let's put it this way, than the polls are suggesting. But we shall see. Jacqui, appreciate it. Talk to you soon.